Anybody starting to think that we're giving our... No more Barney Frank. 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 Hey folks, are you starting to feel like you're giving your money to a bunch of crackheads and asking them to go find their own rehab? That's what I think. Hey, I made a short list of taxes that I think you guys should be aware of in case you didn't know these were there. You got your income tax, your Social Security tax, your Medicare and Medicaid tax, state taxes, local taxes, property taxes, personal property taxes, sales taxes, excise taxes, gasoline tax, and a proposed mileage tax, cigarette taxes, windfall profit tax, capital gains taxes, taxes they sneak in on us that we don't even know exist. And then, when you die, they tax your corpse. You can't get away from these fools. Coming to the stage is the writer of the Gateway Pundit. It's a major resource for writer-centered news. The site is listed as one of the top 100 collective news sources and was listed in the top 100 blogs of Carnegie Mellon. I want you guys to give a warm welcome to Mr. Jim Hoft. Hello, St. Louis. Are you guys fired up? Thanks for coming out tonight. I want to tell you a few things while I'm up here tonight. I may not be an economist, but when government quadruples the national deficit in 1 year, we got problems. St. Louis, I may not be an economist, but when the current administration's budget adds more to the national debt than all previous presidents from George Washington to George W. Bush combined, we got problems. St. Louis, I'm not an economist, but when the U.S. leaders are traveling to China, communist China, and begging them to buy our debt, we've got problems. Missouri, I may not be a cocky news reporter that gets tingles running up and down my leg, but when Russian leader Vladimir Putin is warning American leaders about the dangers of socialism, we got problems. St. Louis, I'm not a cocky news reporter, and I don't have tingles running up and down my leg. But when communist China is warning our American leaders about their economic policies and lecturing us on the free market, we've got problems. St. Louis, I may not be a liberal U.S. Senator from Missouri, and you know who I'm talking about. But when you vote for a $1 trillion generational theft act, and then you vote for a record spending bill during a recession, and when you fund money for organizations, corrupt organizations like Acorn, we got some problems. So who am I, St. Louis? Let me tell you who I am. I'm like a lot of you out there. I'm an honest, hardworking, tax-paying, God-fearing, responsible, patriotic, self-sufficient American. She's president of the Legacy Group, serves on the board of directors for Life Skill Foundation and the development board for the Missouri Baptist Children's Home. She ran for the state senate in 2008 and is the wife of former Senator John Loudon. I'd like to introduce you guys to Dr. Gina Loudon. Give it up.
Exciting moment of my whole entire life, and I hope it can be for you too. And I have this big long 4-page speech ready for you that I'm not going to give you tonight, which is very typical of me in my planning, because you know what, I think we've had some great speakers here tonight so far. We've got a couple more that are really great, and I want to cut right to the heart of this issue. you. I'm going to walk over here for a second. Don't want to leave anybody out. I think it's interesting that MSNBC called us a bunch of, and I quote, toothless teabaggers. So I thought, just for a moment, we'd give them a big smile and show them that we do indeed have teeth. Take your pictures now, MSNBC. I'm sure you all are great followers of that channel. We are here today because we know that our economy is at risk. We know that our way of life and our businesses are at risk. We know that our children's future is at risk. And we know that now is the time to speak. And this is very serious, folks. I'm going to tell this to you straight. I believe that you're here today because you believe that our very democracy is at risk. I asked a lot of friends. I even put up on my Facebook status, I know I'm gagging some of you, but I did put up, what should I talk about today? What's the most poignant point we need to make today? And I had lots of friends tell me that America needs to wake up because our country is at risk. I have a friend who told me that he went to dinner with the finance minister of China. The finance minister of China sat across the table from him. And do you know what he said? He said, "So, how is your democracy?" And my friend sat there sort of stunned and wasn't quite sure how to answer that question. And he was interrupted again by the finance minister of China, and he said, "You're not ready to answer that yet. Your time has not come yet, but your test is coming very soon." Folks, this is our test. Wake up, America. We are being tested for our very democracy. Okay, now, when our media's response to our Tea Party is that we are well represented. America, wake up. And when they say that stealing from our children for bailouts, for landscaping, for tattoo removal, did you read that this morning? America, I say, wake up. When they say that unelected, unaccountable, uncontrollable, unreliable, and undemocratic judiciary can overturn the expressed will of the voters, I say, America, wake up. And when they are willing to take away our very right, folks, hear me on this, to a secret ballot, making your voting ballot public, I say, America, wake up! Since the new administration took over, 120,000 per child is the tag on their heads. That doesn't even include the new Social Security spending. That doesn't even include all the medical spending that's breathing down our necks. That doesn't even include the debt from the former administration. That's just the new debt that our children get to pay, 120,000. Folks, only dead fish go with the flow. So instead, let's heed the words of Abraham Lincoln as he proclaimed 145 years ago, and you can say it with me, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom. Say it with me, that a government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from this earth. And that's why we're here today. Very short to the media. Media, take a good, hard look at our children here today. And when you decide to write your headlines in your history books, if you report anything other than that we are here for these children, then you're telling a lie. It wouldn't be the first time. But that's why we're here today. May God bless our children. May He keep them. And may we as their parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles go forth boldly as the heroes that they believe we are to defend their futures. Thank you very much, and God bless you.